Hey there, comic book fans. I am back from the comic shop again today. I've got 6 new comics, a couple of True Believers, and 4 new comics. Plus, got some freebies. Look at old comic shop news. In the back, we got the Spider-Man strip, where he's fighting Luke Cage and the Purple Man. What do we got here? X-Man marks the spot. I guess this is all about the new X-Man comic. What else we got in here? Oh, then we just got lists of numbers and things. I also just put on my list today, I saw Chris Girusso has a new comic coming out. His book Encounter just ended, and I think this spring they announced he's been doing a backup series that I haven't seen in one of the Ahoy comics. And he's got called #Danger. And he's got a new one coming out this spring, #Danger, with Tom Payer, I think, is writing it. Is that, if I remember correctly? But since I buy Chris's stuff, I put that one on my list today. I don't even think it's for order in Diamond Previews yet, which is what this reminded me of, because this is all the Diamond Previews numbers of stuff. But ooh, look at that! It's like a collected edition Sleepwalker. There's a book I've never read. Though I'm sure I did some production on it in the 90s. Never actually read it. Strangers in Paradise 25, number 10. I think that's the last issue of that series. Well, that's enough comic shop news. The other freebie I got was this little Guardians of the Galaxy print. Al Milgrom artwork. It says right there, art by Al Milgrom. I think this was the cover from one of the Marvel Presents. Was that the book? This is my favorite Guardians of the Galaxy. This is the Steve Gerber, Al Milgrom Guardians of the Galaxy from the 70s. So I picked that up because why not? It was free. And this is actually Al Milgrom's, I think, best artwork was on this series too. He did a really nice job. You could tell he really cared about the series because he put a lot of work into it. But nice little freebie there. And now we go with some True Believers. Here's a True Believer that I think I mentioned this last. I wasn't gonna pick up. I didn't put it. I didn't pre-order it, but they had a copy lying around because I still have the original of this. But I was like, you know what? For $1, I'll get a new copy of it. I think there was like 50-something issues of King Conan back in the day, and I think I got all 50. I was buying them off the stands. But who is this? John Buscema and Ernie Chan. There we go. King Conan #1. And like I said, I don't even really need this because I have the original, but I wanted a nice, fresh, new copy. Because the one I have is probably, is how many years old now? 40 years old. So it's not crisp and white like this one, probably. And that's how I remember it, crisp and white. The other Conans are actually square-bound, too. The King Conans were all double-sized. So they were square-bound books when they first came out. So this one's saddle-stitched. But a double-sized comic for $1. Why not? And the other one I got, here's one I didn't know. This is the one I actually ordered at the shop. I put on my pull list. Even though I didn't know what it was. I'm like, I'll see. There's Conan the Barbarian, The Secret of Skull River. There's a Neil Adams cover with Kazar on it. I guess this is a Savage Tales reprint. But it's got Jim Starlin drawing Conan. And my friend was looking at this in the shop, and he noticed, where's the Conan fighting? You can tell it's nice Jim Starlin layout going on there, but where is that page where the guy looks like Drax the Destroyer? I guess Jim Starlin recycled some of his look. I think that was Drax the Destroyer's early look right there, kind of. So that we can call this a Proto Drax the Destroyer. Now all you key issue people have to go out there and get this. Well, not the reprint, but the original. Let's see what the original was. Savage Tales #5, Proto Drax the Destroyer. Go out there and get it. Then our books that were on my pull list, new stuff. Xander Cannon, Kaiju Max, Season 4. What issue is this? Number 4. All right, so this is number 4. We're halfway through because there's 6 of them. Fun book. Giant monsters in prison. And this one's, it's a wraparound. And this woman right here, the giant monsters are guarded by people in giant robot suits. So just like real prison guards somehow get mixed up in corruption, so did she. So she's stuck in her giant robo suit for some reason. I think they gave us an explanation. I don't remember what it was. But now she's in prison with all these giant monsters. And she's in with the lady giant monsters. Who you can't always tell from the men giant monsters, so what the heck. But they got some crazy looking kaiju in this. Enjoyable book. Season 4. I bought season 2 and 3. I've never read season 1, but enjoy it thoroughly. Then we've got the countdown to Outcast. 10 issues left. This is issue 38. It's going to 48. Paul Azaceta and Robert Kirkman with Elizabeth Breitweiser on colors. And we're starting our countdown to the end, and we've gotten lots of answers and things lately with our lead character's father coming back. Last issue was a whole flashback to kind of his father's origin story. How did he discover he had these outcast powers, or the powers to cast out these strange demons from another dimension. Other than that, I don't know what's going on in this. We'll have to see, because last issue was kind of like a done-in-one story about his father. Now, that's right. They're all, the reason he's at the window is, see, these demon things here are creatures from another dimension who inhabit human bodies and take them over. And they've taken over this whole small town where he comes from. And they tried to hide out in this house in the woods, and they've taken over the police too. So people think the police are after them. So, but the demons have been trying to keep a low profile, but now I think that's over. And so they're trying to get these the demons are trying to get the demon killers out of the house. But we'll see what happens. Winner of 5 2018 Eisner Awards. I didn't even know that. Monstrous. Issue 19. This has been on a hiatus. I don't remember where we left off. I think we left off with there was a small independent city. It's this huge fantasy world where these guys are on this side, these guys are on this side, these guys are on this side. They all got big empires. They fought 100 years ago. Maybe now they're going to fight again. Alliances, betrayals, politics. And Monstrous, our woman here, searching for some secret weapon or something. But they were in this little independent city-state that like everybody was looking to conquer. And that's where the last story arc took place. In this little independent city-state. Oh, baby. This little independent city-state where they were trying to get some princess from the past, thingamabobber, MacGuffin. And then they got attacked by land and sea, and I don't know what happened after that. There's a big guy. But we'll have to see. Like I said, it's been on hiatus for a while. I'll have to see what happened in it, because I don't remember. Oh, and here we go with The Beauty, number 26. And this has been this story arc has been a cops and robbers one. We started out with the point of view of two crooks who got when you get the beauty, it not only makes you beautiful, it makes you physically perfect, so that you can fight better. And if you were some uncoordinated slob and you got the beauty, it not only made you beautiful, you could be a more efficient criminal if you wanted. So these two criminals were betrayed by other criminals. And so then they're killing a bunch of people from the criminal underworld. That was the first. In the second issue, the cops showed up, who we know from previous issues, and it's been one big gunfight. So there's lots of the criminals, and the two criminals were killing other criminals, and the cops had to team up against the criminals. I think last we left it, they were all four, the two cops and two criminals, were just about to be stormed by a whole bunch more criminals. So lots of cops and robbers gunfight action in that one. And I didn't. This is an old big one from December. I didn't get another big one done because I was kind of burnt out on. It's funny because I was burnt out on doing them, and then when I didn't get one done last weekend, I was kind of like, I felt disappointed that I didn't get one done. But I couldn't think of one to do because I was burnt out on them. So I went back. I started doing some smaller stuff. And I was just finishing this one up today. This is going to be colored in marker. It's one of my Dreams of Things covers. And these usually, like I said, I print this logo right out on the board, and then I do the draw and ink right out on top of it. Now I'm going to take some marker colors and some Copic markers and color this one. And eventually, I put it in my bin here. This is my nice aluminum box of things to do. So it'll go in there, and I'll pull it out one day when I feel like coloring with some markers. Or maybe it'll just lie around on the easel for a while or two. Who knows? Stay. I didn't put that back quite right. There's another kind of strange monster robot face. All right. It seems dreamlike. I named Dreams of Things. It's dreamlike. I can get with that. Okay. That's what I got for this week. So you guys all have a good week out there.